And we're back in New Vegas. Since new PC, that means new install, and this time I tried using the auto installer instead. I think all of the mods and stuff should still be vanilla, but there are some things different, obviously. It does look like our UI is sharper. Also, like these. And as you can see, the weapon and armor indicators, the what would you call it? Oh no, what's the word? Whether or not they're broken. Which, for the weapon, I feel like that's almost never going to change because we pick up so many of them. But the armor, that might actually be a good reminder, because those we tend to forget just because they weigh so much, so we chuck them out. I think everything, like I said, I think everything should be, like, this is different. I didn't have that, I'm pretty sure, when I installed. So you can see all of these things are, like, if enabled, back to vanilla. So I think everything should be as it was. Although there is this, which is enable vanilla sprint, which we didn't have a sprint, but now we have a sprint. You know what? Even if that's not vanilla, I feel like that's going to be so much useful for us, and then we can actually use the AP for something. But yeah, I think hopefully everything should be back to vanilla. Maybe a bit different here and there, but somewhat the same, I hope. If not, then we can change that if we can remember what the difference is. What houses have we been in besides the pardon? Oh, we're gonna use the sprint so much. Actually, I think we've been here because we said something about Crawford. Although us, like, exclaiming every single time we sprint is probably gonna be annoying quite quickly. So do we only have to investigate the houses that have yellow windows on them? Are they the only ones that are...
If it weren't for the water caravans, Novak would have turned to dust a long time ago.
As you can see, we now also have a different take stuff menu, which it's alright. As long as it tells us when we're stealing, which... Hello? Sorry, but, like, I had to. I'll make an exception for that. But yeah, everything should be, hopefully, back to what it was. Because oh. We still need one of those. Was it over by the burnt down farm? There was also graves. We gotta get a shovel. But I tried to do like the regular install that we did the first time, and I'm pretty sure I failed.
Well, welcome to you.
Hence the auto.
You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
I haven't been in your house. What?
Well, he might have been wearing a fancy outfit, but he wasn't any kind of gentleman to me. Had his nose stuck so high in the air you couldn't see it above the clouds. City folk. They always think they deserve better than what they got. Those hoodlums he was with seem to know Manny for some reason. He's our daytime sniper, up in the dinosaur's mouth.
That should surely be easy to find.
What am I doing? I got to thinking about making a good impression and plain forgot to tell you my name. I'm Jeannie May. I take care of folks here at the motel.
Well, the master is away.
Troublemakers.
Do we need to... Are we sleepy?
Watch out for strangers.
You hear? Let me see. Is the menu not sharper? Or am I... Actually, that's fine, I think. Maybe, potentially. Okay, dinosaur. Dinosaur? Oh, found it. Don't worry, I was just right next. Hello.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it
Uh,
ain't my old
if you ask
friend
kindly,
from
yeah,
Good
sure.
Springs.
Oh, hello. It's you.
Don't rightly know. I just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I get there.
Isn't that the other direction?
Novak? Nice enough place, I suppose, but between you and me, when I rolled into town, my skin started to itch. Watch yourself. Likewise, friend, likewise. Is there anything old Vic can do you for? No, don't believe I did.
I assume
Might ask
asking
around.
for bed and
The Novak
supplies
folk usually
just
see
tells us
anyone
about
traveling
people.
this way.
Why so mean?
Likewise, friend, likewise.
Can we get back into
Is
the
there
menu?
anything old Vic can
Or
do you for?
did the...
Well, this ain't New Vegas, but I reckon you can find what you need here. Try the office out front.
Okay,
Be seeing you.
don't worry, I saw that, but
Hey
the
there, friend.
asking for a friend. But I just
Likewise, friend, likewise.
just in case
Is there anything
asking
old Vic
him
can do you
to
for?
join makes one of them leave.
That's a mighty fine offer, but I'm gonna need to conserve my strength.
Never mind,
if
we're
I'm
good.
gonna make it all the way to New Vegas. I'm sure you do just fine without old Vic slowing you down.
I mean, I could use more
Be
people
seeing you.
saving my butt. So found the motel. Oh, I thought I was gonna walk up the tail.
Welcome. Come on in.
I thought you got scared since you were just like dodging down. You're not gonna.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left.
Maybe some other time.
Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Repcon factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature. Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes. They're scale replicas of the real thing. Very detailed. Got a liquid in them that makes them glow. From what I hear, Repcon used to give them out on tours of their HQ up in Henderson.
I was gonna say
But
that.
I guess they had to stop after the first few kids thought they were filled with Nuka-Cola and drank it down. The papers had a name for the condition and everything. They called it the Repcon Shakes. Those were bad times for Robco.
I was gonna say that sounds dangerous, but I mean the world has ended, so I feel like that's
Well, they unloaded what they had left on the Dino Bite as a
the
tax
fallout
write-off.
seems worse
That was
than
before my time. Plenty
some
of
glowy
demand
liquid.
for them, seeing as how they're one-of-a-kind collector's items, but I might still have some in back. Sure thing. Have a look.
What you got? A whole lot of ammo. We have. Yes, we have. Thank goodness that you show me that we have that installed. Damn, that's expensive. Yes. Ooh. I'm fine with that. Okay. What? Can I get one? Thank you. I would like these though. Katana. Has this always been here, or is that a we've just reinstalled all mods and there's a weapon that we've never seen. I don't know. Maybe. Long range scope. Lucky battle armor. Again, like these. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe we've installed things that aren't vanilla. It just seems suspect. That's all I'm saying.
Come back soon now.
I might want to buy more stuff from you later. Because there is, like, for example, unique armors, but I've disabled that. Wait, if enabled, disables. I guess we gotta enable that to disable it. There we go. This, I feel like that doesn't really matter. Like effects, that might be something that's cool, but like everything else here, if enables, change it back to vanilla. If enabled, change it back to vanilla. Actually, I think you might have to load a save. Pardon. Pardon.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want? I think you better leave. I don't have friends here.
Oh, you're cool.
No. No, you're not, are you? Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet.
But now I'm gonna leave.
I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start.
You know, it's like everyone says, you can always trust strangers. Exactly.
I said it was a start. This town, nobody looks me straight in the eye anymore. I want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but I need someone to try. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while I was on watch. They knew when to come and what route to take, and they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who. My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her. Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I work nights. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. It'll be our signal, so I know you're standing with him. And I'll take care of the rest. I need to do this myself. I know, all right. That's all you need to know.
Should we check?
Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Best they never know. Or the Legion will be after me next. Yeah.
Should we check that Boone at some point actually was married? Just so we're... Oop. Okay, it's okay. I guess we ask around. And we start here. Oh, we could have just borrowed these. I mean, someone's buying all of them. How about you?
Hey,
Ahoy, hoy.
welcome.
Ooh, is that a permanent increase book?
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
Let's maybe not start off with that one.
Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my
Let's
keister
try and
and counting cracks in the ceiling.
play it smooth.
I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good. Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time it was more like half
I didn't
my
even
body.
notice.
Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten. A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were
Burned out
stationed.
house does not narrow it
Get
down in
there,
any
it's
way.
deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet. I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
Do we have this much? Wait, if we didn't, they wouldn't allow us, would they?
People
know.
don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the last time someone suggested I knew something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
You've learned the Ranger Takedown special move. To use this technique, initiate a power attack while moving backwards. You'll drop... Was this also vanilla? Also, did we just level up? One thing at a time. I remembered that we got things for our cowboy repeater. We didn't have like this menu before. It's very nice to be able to see what we can get. Okay, we have everything there. Are you that's probably a upgrade. I appreciate you coming over here
You'll get
to
the hang
me.
of that takedown. I had trouble learning it at first too.
Oh, we actually have to solve like a mystery. It seems like we can just get anyone killed.
Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk, like some damn mother hen.
Why do I feel as if we're gonna get the wrong person killed?
Yeah, who am I kidding? It's funny, you get stuck in your room for a few weeks, and you start to worry the world's gonna fall apart without you. Those guys are fine. They don't need me looking over their shoulders. Had his wife taken. I don't think he'll ever be the same as he was. Damn shame. I told the Rangers up at the station to keep an eye out, but there's just too much ground out there for them to cover. Carla was a knockout.
Dude,
Whenever
not
Boone
really
walked
what
around
we
with
were
her, he
talking
always
about.
had this funny grin on his face like he couldn't believe his luck. I know we couldn't. That wasn't the only reason she stuck out, though. That girl never minced words. If she'd had better food or hospitality, she'd let you hear it. Trouble was, she usually had. I don't think she meant it. She really was a sweet girl. I think she just wanted to remind herself that there's still nicer places in this world than Novak. Who could blame her for that?
Ooh, that I almost...
Hey, wait a sec. I know what I said, but if you find yourself by Ranger Station Charlie, let me know what you find. I'd be interested.
Yeah, I totally know where that is. Well, maybe if, like... Oh, I'm not gonna remember that. Oh, I really want that. But maybe if we help with this little quest, he'll get the heck out and let me grab that book.
Hey, boss. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What do you think of guys like Ranger Andy? I mean, guys who have a world of experience doing what they do, but have to give it up because they're getting old and slow or too injured.
Let's see here. It obviously he's speaking about himself, so but what?
Maybe, yeah. I guess you got a point there. Not really, boss. No.
Oh,
I
really?
grew up in a place called Hidalgo Ranch, just outside Mexico City. It wasn't much, just a bit of a farm, with a house for 3 generations of Tejadas. I wasn't the best behaved kid. I was quick with my hands, with a pistol or a wrench. And I wasn't afraid to get into fights over it. I never killed anybody, but I had my share of run-ins with the police. Mostly my family kept me in line. This was before the war. We were far enough away from Mexico City when the bombs fell that we missed the worst of it. But things got bad quick.
You know, this moment would be a lot nicer at a different angle.
Just a few days after Mexico City was vaporized, refugees started pouring down the road to our ranch. We helped who we could, but there were so many. Eventually, my father started turning people away before we ran out of food. Things got violent. My father and I got our guns, and we drove them off. About 24 men came back in the night after we'd gone to sleep. They set fire to the ranch house and barred the doors from the outside. My whole family was trapped inside. I smelt the smoke, and I got myself and my little sister Rafaela out through a window. But everyone else, my parents, my grandmother, my 2 brothers, and 2 of my sisters, all died.
Also, we can't just say, I don't really have time for this rule, maybe later. What?
Rafaela and I ran. We were pursued by some of the men who attacked our home. But I was always a good shot. The ones who came
I've
after
noticed.
us, I killed. The rest, I left be. I had to take care of Rafaela, not throw my life away on revenge. Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that for all my skills with a pistol, I couldn't help them. Anyway, that was weighing on my mind. Thanks for letting me get it out in the open, boss.
I mean, if you have a list of who they were, we can fix that now. I have free time. And plenty of ammo.
Howdy.
Howdy.
What's going on, man? Sure I know him. What do you want with him? Must be something pretty important to be chasing a guy like that. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems
Yeah, of course.
of my own.
You're an
Maybe we can
NPC
do a
in an
trade.
RPG.
You need my help. There's something I need too.
Oh.
Novak, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We
What
get
about
most
all
of
the
it up the road
dinosaur
from the old
figurines?
rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now. Well, they gotta go, or this will be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter
Will?
to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me. It'd mean a lot to me.
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone.
Who's Boone?
Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but, we're not so friendly right now.
You know, if I make you go out with me, I couldn't save on the hat.
Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments.
I'm sniper.
One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since. Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins. We were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang. I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted,
you
earned
say.
my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch.
Is that a bit not on the nose?
Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
Wasn't the... Oh, what's his name? The guy that shot us with the cons?
Man, everybody. That girl didn't have one friend in this whole town. She didn't
That
want
doesn't
it.
make it easier for me.
She wanted to sit in her room all day and make herself miserable. And she went out of her way to be rude. She upset a lot of people. You wouldn't have liked her either.
Okay, no, maybe not speak on my behalf.
Believe me, when I heard the news, my first thought was, I owe somebody big. I figured Boone would come around after a while.
You're not helping
But
your
he hasn't.
case, really.
I'm starting to think that if he doesn't find her, things will never go back to the way they were. Oh, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like? Well, I just felt like it was time.
Something happened.
Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns. I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. Just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked.
Do we have a good springs and a better? You know what I was trying to say.
You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. But so far we've been lucky.
I gotta be real careful I don't just go,
Yeah, see ya.
oh, this one is in dark yellow. Just click it. Okay, I'll leave that be. Right, I was gonna look at the map. No, it's still Good Springs. Did we know about Jacobstown last time? Yeah, so here somewhere, one of these, I think has 2 graves on it. Let me do that. Let's go upstairs. Just in case. Ahoy, ahoy.
Oh, please don't kill me. I swear I'll have... Wait, you don't work for Mr. Bishop, do you?
I don't know who Mr. Bishop is.
Sorry, it's just you look like his type, you know? You got that hard-ass wasteland explorer thing going on.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
So
I
you
know
have
who you
heard
are.
of me. Yeah, that's right.
Totally know
I
who
was
you
the
are.
big draw at the Shark Club. People used to pay hundreds of caps to see me. You don't know Mr. Bishop. He's not like other bosses up there. He knows the wasteland like the back of his hand, and he likes to wander it.
That seems like a waste
I
of
knew
time.
if I didn't get way the hell away from New Reno, he'd run me down like a dog. Oh, well, that's all just a big misunderstanding, see? Mr. Bishop, well, he owed me a lot of money, and, you know, he's a busy guy, so I sort of figured I'd just take it off his hands.
Yeah. That seemed wise.
Robbed is such an ugly word. It's more like I took care of a payroll problem for him. Also, I might have, sort of plowed his daughter.
Is that a technical term, or...?
I guess I don't. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
You do that? Great. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah. See you later.
Okay, so you can... You're not one of the people that can come out with a hat on. So far we only have one. Though he did seem very suspect. This looks just like when I've been somewhere. Oh, I thought that was a weapons piece. Pardon. Goodbye. Hey, it didn't say steal, so that means it's fair game. There's a lot of... Sorry, but I have to. Oh, hello. Didn't even notice there was a person in here.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all. Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost 1 chopper. Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away. I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together. 4? No, not exactly. It was a long time ago. Things are a lot different these days, and those days are way behind me.
Goodbye.
Watch your 6 out there.
Also, someone stole your fancy cap. Just so you know. Oh, look, this is the expired, which that shouldn't be in our. Where is that again? Oh, again, if enabled, disabled. Hey, we're coming back to vanilla, ever so slightly, one enable disable thing at a time. Why do I have a sneaking suspicion that everyone we're gonna talk to have hated his wife, and we're gonna have to be like real investigative and find out exactly, like we're gonna have to find some sort of note somewhere or some sort of extra clue, because I'm guessing the people aren't gonna be. It's not like the other. I mean, even if the other ones went, "Hey, we loved her," that doesn't mean that they could have just been. Oh, it's you. Okay, it's a lot darker on my screen. I thought a door opened. Anyway,